This evening to make a contribution on the University of Tasmania Protection of Land Bill 2025, and there's been much said already tonight about the history of how we find ourselves here tonight by speakers across the chamber. And so I wanted to make my contributions in the context of being a northerner and my experiences in the university and my observations of what's happening in Hobart, and speak to the actual matter before us this evening as it is in this bill. And I do that with interest around common commentary tonight about the love that we have of the university and the commitment that we all have to doing what we can to support the university to be its very best in Tasmania, because as a single institution in this state that is stretched like no other across the island in our key and our regional areas, whatever we can do when we have the opportunity to support the university, to support opportunities for not just younger Tasmanians, but for Tasmanians of all ages interested in developing themselves, their careers and opportunities in Tasmania, we should stand ready to do that. So what we're effectively working on tonight is to support what has been, it could be described in so many different ways, but a torturous process for the university. It's been torturous for the community and for the university, and I saw it play out in the north of the state, and we saw that over many years in Launceston, where there were tensions in the community about moving the university from out in the Newnham area into the city and what that might mean. But I can tell you that as difficult as that conversation was, and as I see it play out in parallel down here in the south, having supported the university in the north and seen the buildings that have been able to be developed because of their work, it's made a profound difference to the urban landscape and the experience of the community, and also the opportunity for our northern community members to engage in the campuses as public spaces and as public outdoor and indoor spaces. And that it changes the way a community feels. So where there was this original idea in the south to do a similar thing and to move into the CBD, I felt quite excited from the north watching on that, knowing what we had, the journey that we'd gone through in Launceston, and seeing what's played out in a really awful way, I think, for the university, and to see the change in all of the plans that they've had has no doubt impacted it's no doubt impacted their energy for what they're doing in Tasmania, but it has also, unfortunately, I think, had a material impact on them as an institution. And so what we're faced with tonight is the opportunity to support the university in their endeavours to develop an incredible STEM facility. And as our member who spoke earlier has said, to unlock the opportunity for housing in close to the city in Hobart. And I know that on the periphery of Launceston, where there's an opportunity for thousands of homes to be developed, that feels amazing in our community. And so here in Hobart, where there's the opportunity above the land, above the Churchill Road land, to unlock that amount of housing in Tasmania, and to know that it's going to be done for good purpose to help with the development of the STEM facilities is important, because what we know in Tasmania, and someone mentioned just earlier that there's been a function in this place just tonight from TAS ICT, and at the TAS ICT function we heard from the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Rufus Black, tonight talk about the opportunities in Tasmania, what Tasmanians are actually already doing in areas around STEM and innovation and AI and technology, and what Tasmanians are doing that are globally leading or globally first, and what that means that through the university our young people can do if they have that opportunity. If the university is given the opportunity to continue to upgrade its infrastructure and its assets in Hobart as it has done in other areas, and the opportunity, there's these really confronting figures about the differences in the population of Tasmania. We've got some extraordinary people leading innovation right across the world, and we have horrific statistics around the digital divide and the digital literacy in Tasmania. We've got horrific statistics about the opportunities for young people to engage and further and be supported and inspired to engage with the sorts of fundamental academics that actually help our staff state to grow. There were some statistics to use, that's a hard word to say, there were some statistics used at the event this evening that I'd heard in recent years, that out of the cohort of 12,000 Tasmanian students, only 233 students chose specialised maths. In terms of this foundation of our state, about where we can be building great capacity and creating opportunities for Tasmanians to stay here and apply that learning and that skill set in Tasmania, we need to be creating great opportunities. Now, this is a land bill, but it's not just about land, it's not just about planning, it's not just about the potential of future bricks and mortar, it's actually about the potential of our state, the potential of research, of education, of innovation, of science, of technology, of STEM. So we stand here to support what's before us today. Yes, there's been a journey. Yes, that journey has been difficult and tricky and put tension in lots of different places. But as we stand here today and what we want to see for the future of Tasmania, we need to back in and support the University of Tasmania. Supporting this bill does that. It supports the education and